Well, the one word for I choose. Hey, Don, I didn't.
Yeah, so much comments. You're saying that like you won't think it.
What is the word choice I want to move to the face without moving?
Is that good?
I would like the.
You'll tap. Okay.
I'm looking for the exact word you're judging.
Tails, please.
Yeah.
So you want to pass from your main base to your combat step. What is your question?
What is the word I use?
I would like to go to the beginning of combat step.
Mulligan.
But the thing is, like, the second he says.
But those are the words I use.
But the thing is, like, he's up, like, the second he says, okay, he's not being, like, he's saying,
it started with I shot
combat phase.
Once he announced combat, I picture him as beginning of combat. He's trying to ask, what does he have to say so that he can maintain a main phase without to move to combat? Essentially, he's saying like, what do I use?
Well, so you say I would like to go to the beginning of combat, and if he says yes, then you're now in your combat step. If he says no, I want to respond now, and he does something, then you're still in your main phase.
the careful thing about that is
No, I don't need prize cards yet.
he says okay, and then you can immediately shout, all right, before he goes to the attacks.
I had a broken out.
I mean, yeah, I understand, but like, it is purely a wording issue.
That's why I accept, but those are the words I said.
But again, but like, but the colloquial thing is like you're forfeiting priority, and he's agreeing that like he's not gaining priority, and you're pushing priority. So like, he's the one who has to explicitly state that you're staying in the main.
I'm gonna take the one.
Okay.
I guess because the way I heard
He
it,
said I would like to respond. Didn't say okay once we're there.
Yeah.
okay.
That's the key word.
If you respond to them wanting to go to a combat step, you're still in the main phase. Like if he asks to go to combat, and the person says, I'm responding to that, you're still in the main phase.
That's what he did.
You said
No, I said
go to combat. I didn't say in response. I said before combat. Which before combat would make it beginning of
Before combat would imply there's before attackers are
I
fired.
guess I just didn't look at the phase.
and that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the wording for that is pretty tough. Like the best rule.
I say
I'm going to Las Vegas. I didn't know the correct wording.
Yeah, so the best rule of thumb is don't mention combat unless you explicitly want to, and unless he's verifying.
This is a nice spot right here with the air.
Yeah, but again, that's why he picked it.
I'm like, I was sweating over there mainly because of nerves.
He goes around whenever there's not people here, and he tests the humidity in each spot. He's got a whole kit, and he wants to make sure he has the best shuffle feel for his matches and stuff.
You own this location is new, or is it been here for a while?
We've been here for 3 months. Yeah, we were around the corner at Midway in Frankfurt before at a much smaller spot, and it was just not as nice a shopping center.
Yeah.
So like we just didn't get that. Like there's just this building's just nicer.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. This is fantastic. It's a little bit bigger, actually twice as big as my local game store, but I like it.
It's twice as big as our old place.
No, it's target player.
I'll have to look around.
We were struggling with, we weren't able to do stuff like this, like have our Pokemon tournament and a magic thing, a special magic thing that happened on the same day, because it just wasn't space to do them. So we could only do one or the other. And so since magic makes us more money, it made it a lot harder for us to do Pokemon stuff. Because it's like, well, we can't do the Pokemon one here because the one that makes us more money has to be today. So we're hoping that the larger space will help us a lot with doing the things that aren't magic.
Yeah.
It also helps us with doing magic. We had 100-person events for magic a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
What should I have said? Tell me, please.
Oh, no, do you still want this? It was on the foot.
Yeah, no. What is the next phase?
I can throw it away. I probably am in the same boat. Once it's on the floor, I probably don't want it to lid my food.
This is the order of operations that I know.
I try to teach everyone. Yeah.
Main phase one. Right, but it's like main phase one. You get to play your sorcery, But here's the thing: when you say go to combat, there are things you can do before combat. So it's like okay. So when you say go to combat,
that's where.
When you say go to combat, then you are passing priority on to him in the pre-combat step. and then he can do stuff.
End of turn.
And then that passes priority back to you.
Okay. Draw for turn.
You did when you said go to combat.
Because I said combat.
Great. That's why I said you just did
Nothing else.
No, you said that was the mistake you mentioned.
I can end on that high.
But that's the next phase of magic.
great, but
I was saying we're moving phases, that's all I'm saying.
So what?
How do I move phases into the combat phase?
Right, they explained it.
Attached.
No, they didn't. Like you talked about passing priority. I'm passing, I was giving him to move to combat.
30 attack.
Correct.
Not to go to attacker's place.
No option to strafe.
So at the start of combat, he has priority.
I will not strafe. I have a strafe option.
He gets to cast his instance and everything, and then you respond. Or he could be like, okay, what are we doing? Or then you could be like, all right, before damage is still, for me, the pre-combat, pre-combat is very important because I have to cast my instance at that point to buff Swift Spear. But before I do that, I have to make sure my opponent says, oh no, I have no response. Okay, swing in before damage.
Yep.
Do. Like, we'll swing in, any response. Okay. Then I just do my stuff, do. And then he has a chance to respond to that for a spell.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
I understand that I'm passing
artillery.
and that's why I was,
Rapid strike search.
I was like, I should have said I'm going to combat. You good? Moving to the next phase. That's the combat phase, right?
right. So did he respond to something?
Yes. Didn't you?
Yeah.
What? I said I'm going to combat.
You're going to combat. Before.
Yeah, that's
the phase.
That is a thing.
Responding to combat.
Beginning of phase before.
So when you say going into combat, before you actually go into combat, there's that point where he has priority to do stuff. So when you say
Offering walking the list of my dude.
yes, you can do that.
Yes, I was fine with that. I understand you can do that. Then I'm casting Metamorphosis. I mean, not Metamorphosis. Yeah, Metamorphosis. Create a blue and a white mana. Right?
VMAX priority.
Yeah. I played against a similar hand. I don't know if it's the same, but I played against this morning on the ladder, and it did not go well for me.
Yeah, if it's first, once you declare combat, nothing.
All right, yeah, because that just goes back to your hand, right?
Yep.
All right, draw for turn.
Yep.
Yes.
Does she?
He had basically the two
Oh yeah, once you declare combat, you can't play that night.
That's what I was saying. That's what this discussion is about. Okay. Moving phasing.
Evolve.
Moving phasing. That's what I thought I was doing. He just fast played and let it go to combat. That's what I was doing.
It's not that it's fast play.
Yes,
and
it
I'm only
is.
saying it because you're probably controlling stuff like really be careful with your wording.
Attach for turn.
Essentially, the moment
Okay.
So
exactly.
So does-
No, I know. And that's why I was asking some judges to explain this to me. Because I see bullshit.
It's one of those. I'm going to go ahead and G-Max Rapid Flow. So instead of 120, it'll do 110, or no, 100.
I just want you to
Right?
just learn from it.
Yeah.
1, 2. So knocking out Drizzle, and then put an extra 100
we tried.
on there.
Well, so what he did was he's like, move to combat, you responded, and he was like, okay, land, you can't do that. You can't do that.
And then discard my energies.
I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to, because if you could, I would hold up lands and just be like, okay, move to combat, all right, respond, land drop, serial, he's instant speed lands.
Cheryl.
Damn.
Once you move to combat, then priority's put to you.
I was hoping I had another energy besides that double, so I didn't have to lose and knock that out.
There is no main phase.
Ooh.
The problem is Magic Online and Arena. They have an in-between phase called pre-combat, but all that is just the two priorities that need to happen before you actually enter combat.
You listen
So
to that?
really what it should say is combat priority player 1, combat priority player 2. Because it's not a phase. It is a step in a phase. It's or if anything, Magic needs to introduce sub-phases. But that would be so complicated, I should myself.
This card.
But Arena and MTGO have a phase called pre-combat, and it's not actually a phase, it's just the two priorities that you have.
VMAX for 140.
Can I flash my cards to the camera so that later you can see what my hand was that I had trouble with?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, do I have another?
Right, well, what he's trying to do is pull the
Another
MTGO
140.
system in
Okay,
real
there's
life.
another 100.
And you can't do that.
And another 4. There we go. All right. What's this?
I mean, it should be able to get it from here. Right? You just like.
Huh?
You should be able to get it for like.
Oh, if I just do this one, I didn't want to. Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, we're just gonna have. Otherwise,
yeah,
this is gonna end up on DFW face.
Oh, slightly
and then it's
tilted.
just gonna be
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to deal with that. I already can see the drama from free range.
Okay.
I'm just done.
Draw for turn.
So it was 18 from the first shop, and then I cracked the.
I think.
Cheryl.
I'm 0-3 right now.
That's why I was laughing. Just sitting on that going, okay.
Well, this
Quick
was
wall,
a
artillery out.
massive misplay. I should have. But the game before this was his deck. That's the thing. He's 0-3 right now. I know he's 0-3 because I played him round 2. My round 1 was Tron, lost to that. Round 2 was Omnath, lost to that. Round 3 was Affinity, lost to that. Oh yeah, Bird has a tough time. Like, I'm hoping now it's just I have all the homebrews that I can just finesse on.
Do your worst. Please don't actually tell.
Because that should happen to me Friday. And it's like, okay, I went 0-3, and then in the last round, you know, I played this homebrew old school Affinity deck. And I had just learned the new rule on Esper Sentinels the week before that. So I played Esper Sentinel on me, and it was like, oh yeah, you just can't cast spells unless you pay the 1. And then I never realized that, so I was just only on burn spells the entire time.
You see what I'm up against?
Bro, I told you not to play this anymore.
I can just let people.
You said you were done with this.
And
you promised.
No.
So it's like I thought it was like 2 values on the field. So like this homebrew version of Esper that I played against was like, oh, I'm just gonna let you draw. I'm just gonna let you draw, and then I kind of feel bad because it was like 16 years.
Tell him I played this in the ladder this morning.
Oh yeah?
And it did not go well.
Oh no.
VMAX Spiral 170.
Yeah. For this reason. Alright, drop the turn.
Well, no, I just kind of waited and then he played like Shadow Spear and I was like, okay, just kill that. Yeah. It's like I was like after the game of course I was like, I told him, it's like, hey man, you could have beaten me. On your thought seize, take Snatch. Snatch I brought in, that's a sideboard card. You always take a sideboard card.
Evolution Incense.
Those are why I brought them in for you. Yeah, it's a win. It's one of those, not like this, but
That's my trigger. Like in that game fight.
Okay.
How are you?
This is part of the decision. Versus research. So I'm discarding Raihan.
No, I'm sorry. He's not over.
7.
So you're 2-1, he's 1-2, so you got your down. Oh, that sucks. So even if you go, even if you go 4-1.
No, sorry, I was sorry.
Actually, if you go 4-1, there's still an opportunity to beat that. What are you playing? Tron's good. Like, this is why I'm trying to think, like, maybe words out. Like, because Tron, I can't get you guys. Like, honestly, this is just my hand. That's good. I can't get people to play into the and they're just gonna, like, because every time, because if I'm on the draw, it's like, alright, turn 2, I know I'm just gonna play my land and I'm just gonna play my land.
Rapid strike search.
And card. I don't need to worry about this anymore. Oh yeah. He's just a 2-mana shot. And like I was playing against Burn on Tuesday at
Tower.
And I was just playing against a Burn guy. It's like, alright, I'm gonna play Tron, take 2 damage, burn it, swing in, like lightning bolt. So if Smear does a ton to me, yeah. But I can't bolt it, can I? Because it's a 3.
Retreat. So has 170 on it.
I can't play it against you.
Gale Thrust, so 150.
180 since you have 12.
Oh, there we go, 180.
Start your game just like against him. I keep my head on because a lot of his stuff is 3 mana. And so you want to keep the and so that's okay. I'm gonna cast.
Rapid strike search.
You know, like I'm gonna like in his case, it's like yeah, I'm just gonna cast this to get a land. Okay, 2 damage. 2 damage for the fetch. You know, oh, and then you're going to just plus it with credit 6, bring the fetch back to your hand. Just start that loop. That loop will just start feeding idle because the largest mana creature in the deck is. The hardest matchup right now, and I've only faced the deck once,
VMAX file 170.
Because then they just play Living End, all my stuff goes to the graveyard, which is fine. But the big thing is all their cycle cards come back. And even if I use Signifier,
draw for turn.
They don't have enough black creatures and red creatures to justify it.
Discard fun. You discard.
Make one.
If your opponent won it, my company was.
You know, I think I might switch to Game of Thrones. More affinity. I kind of like how it is.
Then it is your responsibility. No matter
It seems like a lot of the best cards, a lot of the best decks are a lot more do something amazing by turns 4 instead of what I do, which is just spell. So it's like, I'm going to catch this one spell, that warps the game state into my favor for the rest of the game.
Okay, I'm going to attach for turn. Rapid strike search.
If I go all the way down, Merfolk isn't even in a good spot anymore. Outwoods is obvious.
Karina, draw 2 cards. I'm going to shuffle, of course, before I do that.
Okay.
You want to card or tap?
I tap.
Okay. I have 4, so I'm drawing 2 cards. I'm collecting all these worthless cards. These cards are doing me no good. Alright, with the choice belt on, GMAX Rapid Flow, so that's now 330. So it's gone, and then knocking out Octillery on the the bench.
So I get this right. He's going
that's
to
4.
combat. Do I have to say something?
Okay. Okay. Who announced combat? Okay, priority goes to you. Okay, now priority goes back to you to respond to Hercules' recall. Okay, now he can declare attackers. I'm just.
Okay, I see. Magic players, your time of the round.
I feel like I just need a strip of that thing that just shows like the empty geo phases. Okay.
It's a Shady English for 2, right?
Yep. Choice
Is that all your hand? Yeah. Okay, so you thought he.
Is that enough, right? Yeah, that's enough.
Yep.
See how good I am at counting.
Really hard to do. That's just not true for a while. It's just like,
Okay, draw for turn. Grab a strike search.
So that's 7 cards now?
and nothing is like you have like Ice Rider, like I don't know, until they
I was about to get into it.
Hold on. There's only one way to settle
Escape
this.
rope.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Sure? Okay. Good game.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Attach energy.
Only in
150
Ariel
attack.
Comp 1.
Again. Ooh.
So we can't.
I'm gonna concede. Anyone that can see that in the
Yeah, I was sitting on Cheryl, Professor, and Raihan, plus the 2 auxiliaries.
Yeah, no.
So I'm sitting there with 5 cards going, I can Professor and wipe them all out, but I don't want to. That, I hate that guy. You had some really bad draws. Unlucky. I did.
Are you shitting me? Didn't you say you never played before today?
In life, in real life.
It's still scary.
Hours and hours online. Don't tell my job. Don't tell work. I work from home. My second monitor's got this open whenever I'm not. Not good. Okay.